a short time ago, an American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy.
On August 9, 1945, Japan was paralyzed by atomic bomb attack on the cities of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Then, on August 15, 1945, Japan declared that it surrendered to the Allies. Japan also planned to form the Indonesian Independence Preparations Community (PPKI) to liberate Indonesia, which at that time was under its colony. On August 10, 1945, Sultan Sjahrir heard the news of Japan's surrender to the Allies through foreign radio broadcasts, which were banned at the time.
Of Japan and the Japanese government and the Japanese Imperial General Headquarters to sign the instrument of surrender at the places indicated.
Assalamualaikum, Khairul.
Waalaikumsalam.
I have just heard the news about Japan's defeat to the Allies. Please convey this news to the youth.
Wow, this is very good news. I will convey it to the youth.
When Sultan Sjahrir heard the news of Japan defeat, Soekarno and Hatta were in Dalat, Vietnam. They were there for the meeting on August 12, 1945 with General Taoji. On August 14, 1945, they were immediately welcomed by the youth and told that Japan has admitted defeat to the Allies.
Welcome back, Bung.
Yes, thank you. What happened?
Japan has surrendered to the Allies, Bung. I'm sure you haven't been informed by General Taoji.
Let's carry out the proclamation of independence as soon as possible. Yeah, Boo, this is a good opportunity.
The kind of talk can be done here. Let's do it somewhere else.
The next day, the youth had a meeting with Soekarno and Hatta at Soekarno residence. After meeting with Soekarno and Hatta, the youth were disappointed because Soekarno and Hatta rejected the proposal. Soekarno said that he was the chairman of PPKI. Many things were his right and obligation to proclaim Indonesia. Japan had also promised independence to Indonesia as soon as possible and had even formed PPKI. Soekarno and Hatta didn't want to proclaim independence if they had no had agreement with PPKI. Soekarno and Hatta, the youth then held a meeting and gathered behind the Ejiman Institute.
Bung Karno and Bung Hatta are still hard at work organizing the proclamations according to the provisions of PPKI.
I think Bung Karno and Bung Hatta thought so because they were afraid of the Japanese.
They could still be under the influence of General Taoji.
Does anyone have any idea about the proclamation of Indonesia that we will organize?
How will we pray to become independent under Japan? We must carry out of independence of proclamation as soon as possible.
Then let's meet Bung Karno and Bung Hatta now.
Alright then.
After the meeting, the youths immediately met Soekarno again at his residence to discuss the proclamation of independence. But the result was still nil, and there was dispute between Soekarno and the youth.
Now is Bung Karno willing to proclaim independence or else there will be a bloodbath tomorrow?
I'm waiting for tomorrow right now. This is Soekarno's next slaughtered right now.
Moving on from the result of the meeting, the young group then carried out the action. They pick up Muhammad Hatta first, and then pick up Soekarno.
Good happening. What is it? So, this is it, man. Can you get ready and come with us out of town?
Forward.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bung Karno is there, ma'am.
Want me to call him inside?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what's wrong?
Great Regiment, the time has come.
Yes, the time has come to be killed. If I let this rebellion and fail, I will lose my head. You too, as well as the others.
Therefore, we run you out of town. Please decide to you. Please accept, please.
The youth managed to bring Soekarno and Hatta. The next day, they held a meeting to discuss the proclamation and tell the reason why Soekarno and Hatta were brought to Rengasdengklok.
What's your plan to bring us here? Yes. What do you want to bring us here?
We want Bung Karno and Bung Hatta to declare independence without Japanese interference.
Japan is granted, dude. This is the right time.
Why are you so easy to believe in news? I told you yesterday to visit for instruction from Japan. They tell me to send us here.
We young people want to be free from our hard work, not gift from Japan.
That's true, Dad. If we are free from Japan, it means we were formed by Japan. We called out the colonies of the Japanese.
After a lengthy discussion with the youth, when converted by Sutan Soekarno also started that he would declare independence according to youth plan. Soekarno, Hatta, and their entourage returned to Jakarta and arrived at 8 p.m. The group continued their journey to Admiral Maida house, which was considered safe to compile the text of the proclamation.
How about we make a short proclamation?
I agree with Bung Hatta's proposal.
How about the sound of the drum at the opening stage of the Constitution?
We, the Indonesian nation, hereby declare Indonesia independent.
Measures concerning the transfer of power must be carried out carefully and in the shortest possible time. Chandra, August 17, 1945, on behalf of the Indonesian nation.
After the meeting, the youths immediately met Soekarno again at his residence to discuss the proclamation of independence. But the result was still nil, and there was dispute between Soekarno and the youth.
Proklamasi. Kami, bangsa Indonesia, dengan ini menyatakan kemerdekaan Indonesia. Hal-hal yang mengenai pemindahan kekuasaan dan lain-lain diselenggarakan dengan cara saksama dan dalam tempo yang sesingkat-singkatnya
Jakarta, 17 Agustus 1945, atas nama bangsa Indonesia, Soekarno, Hatta.
August 17, 1945 is remembered as a declaration of independence from the Indonesian people, not the Japanese nation. The day after, Soekarno Hatta with the national and Islamic organization held a congress for 3 days to establish Pancasila and the state foundation and ratified the 1945 constitution. When the Dutch tried to take over power, various groups such as the army, intellectual, religious leader, and humanists totally defended Indonesia independence. Until 1947, the United Nations officially established Indonesia sovereign.